2019, baby. Everyone shits.
Hello and welcome to the Can I Say Something podcast. I'm your host and professional nasty boy, Damien. We're coming to you live from downtown Oakland, California. Beautiful downtown Oakland, California. And we're here with my buddy boy.
Buddy boy, Steve's come fresh off a fancy football draft, man. Football season is among us. Shipyard pumpkins out. Football's coming right around the corner. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
And to my left here, we have the one and the only beautiful, gorgeous
Carrie.
Yeah.
Who's not so excited about football season?
Oh man, she's not. It's true.
I'm excited. I like big boys in the field playing. Yeah.
You wish you could be the quarterback, just putting your hand gently between the thighs.
Snap it. That's just a gay pose. Dude bending. That's a gay pose.
Reach between the legs with the
dude bending over, throwing the ball.
You know that sometimes like they tap like the thighs.
Do they?
Yeah.
Is that a signal?
Yeah,
go left or right?
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
I would love to be part of
Sometimes
that.
like they just like it's crazy that they put their like reverse cup like right up against their taint. Right up your alley, man.
Right up in there.
Surprised you're not a quarterback.
Their golden taint?
The golden taint. For my
Wait, would he be
Nick
the quarterback or would he be the center?
my Nick Thick Chubb.
I want to go from a tight end to a wide receiver.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. When Aaron Hernandez went to jail, that was like the biggest joke.
Yeah.
In the world. It was because he was a tight end. And he was like, he's going to go from a tight end being a wide receiver.
He was a wide
prison.
receiver.
Did he?
Like the tight end.
Did he Epstein himself?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
How do you do that? Like, in general, how does that happen? How does it happen with a high-profile person like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just bizarre. Well, I mean, with him, he was high profile, but I think they thought that maybe he wouldn't do it because he had his daughter and everything. There's like a conspiracy that like maybe if he killed himself, then his kid could get all his money. If not, then it wouldn't work. Like they could take his money or something. I don't know. I didn't.
The insurance pays off triple in a suicide?
Well, no. Like all his earnings and stuff like that could be like taken. It was just a rumor or whatever, but I don't know. The Epstein thing's a totally different thing. That was totally different.
That was the Illuminati.
Let's turn the cameras off. No, it wasn't. It was not. Well, I mean, your definition of the Illuminati, yeah, definitely.
What's your definition of the Illuminati?
Well, I feel like the Illuminati's not like. I feel like the Illuminati is kind of like made up. But I guess what your definition is Illuminati.
Powerful.
Yeah, the rich and powerful with a name to them.
Yes.
But I feel like, it's kind of like that. What would you call it? Like, was it like a red herring? I don't know. When you got like something here, you're paying attention to this thing here, but there's something else that's like the rich and powerful will be like, okay, let's make this pretend Illuminati.
Right.
And they're going to be like, oh my God, the Illuminati. But like they're the real.
Yeah.
Like the real billionaires in the world, you never hear about them.
No, you don't.
Right.
There's like
you hear about like a Vince McMahon or he's not a billionaire, like the Bill Gates. Or
Vince
something
McMahon
like
is not a billionaire?
No, I don't think so. Maybe he is.
I would highly be
suspect
no, he is
not. Okay, so he is. Yeah, those billionaires, but the real powerful ones, the ones you don't ever hear anything come out of.
Yeah, you're a billionaire. You just don't want people to know about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing this if I was a billionaire.
Bullshit, you would be.
No. I'd be doing something on my private island and you would never know I existed.
Let's talk about something very controversial. Your favorite seasons. Least favorite season, most favorite season.
Of the month? Of the
most favorite season of the month.
This month? Because there's two.
There's at least two seasons.
Is there? Is August or September?
September changes to fall.
Oh, so if we did this tomorrow, there would be two.
Well, we are doing it tomorrow. We're going into tomorrow.
Carrie would highly prefer we didn't go into tomorrow.
I'm assuming we're going to.
Yeah.
He already went on the record saying he's getting up with the kids tomorrow.
There you go. I was going to say, this is my least.
This is your least favorite season.
Just like I remember going to school.
The summer going into fall.
Yeah, I remember going to school even back in the day, and like a few years ago, going to college, getting up at like 7 a.m. and you don't know how to dress because it's like 45 degrees out. You go to school, it's kind of warm in there. You sweat your balls off. You come back out with your long pants, your sweatshirt. You come outside, it's like 65 noon. 4 p.m. It's 75. It's like I don't know how am I supposed to dress. How am I drinking
5 p.m. is 30.
Yes, exactly.
With the wind.
With the wind and chills and frost.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what to wear. What do you wear in the morning?
I'm the opposite. I mean, you just dress in layers, man. That's all you do.
I guess.
I love this time of year because it's cool at night, and I
Yeah.
sleep so much better
Yeah.
when it's cool at night. But it's still warm enough during the day where you can have some fun outside.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I'm your basic white girl. Fall's my season.
Fall is not my favorite season.
Yeah.
It's not even my second most favorite
Right.
season.
I'm sitting here with Pumpkinhead beer right now.
What's your favorite season?
Summer.
Summer, yeah. Okay.
Summer is my favorite. Spring is close second. I like spring. I like the anticipation of summer. I like when it's getting warmer and all the flowers are starting to bloom, and it's just an exciting time. It's like, okay, let's
Get out there.
do all that stuff that we haven't been able to do in months because we've had snow.
Yeah.
I know everybody loves fall,
Love
but
fall.
fall is just the prelude of, is that the right word?
Precursor.
Precursor. Prelude. I put
Prelude.
two words together. To winter, which I hate.
Like, she would not be a Stark because winter is coming. She'd probably just throw herself off of
Yeah,
Winterfell's balconies.
Yeah, I would. Winter's the
I've had
worst.
enough.
Winter's the worst.
Here.
They have.
Why do we live where we live?
Actually, winter's not the worst. To me.
Winter's the worst.
And, Dion, what's your favorite favorite season? Least favorite
Fall.
season?
Fall is my favorite.
What's your least favorite?
Spring.
Why spring?
I don't like spring because you often get that melting snow thing where like the mud from all the plows is just piled up and it just looks like dog shit all across the road. It's disgusting. It's not pretty at all. Like when we're close to summer, when the flowers are blooming and all that stuff, that's fine. But when that transition from winter to spring, no, it's ugly.
It's better
Ugly
than
time.
winter.
Winter, it's cold.
The worst.
It's not great. In my older age, I don't appreciate it like I used to, but it is beautiful. When you got that snowfall and everything's
Beautiful for one day, but winter lasts like 4 months here.
Yeah, it's awful. Like 5 months.
Sometimes 5, yeah.
It's awful.
Actually, I have to put summer though as my second favorite. So it'd
Okay.
be fall, summer, winter, spring.
Fall, summer, winter, spring.
You have the
weird,
list
right?
of a psychopath.
Fall is weird. Like
Spring, they can find the bodies that I hid in the winter, man.
Fall is weird because they have the beer fest over. We go
Yep.
to those. We used to go to those. I used to go to those.
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest, and then it's like again, I don't know how to dress because it's like 50-ish, 60. And then there was 1 year where this like cold front came through, and it was like went from like 60 to 42 in like a minute. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I go to there dressed in like long sleeves and a raincoat and long pants, and I'm like sweating my balls off after like 10 minutes, and then I do the the beer holding thing, and I'm sweating there, and just like I don't know what's going on.
Sure. Well, I mean, I've watched you do the beer holding thing, and you
Yeah.
work up a sweat, dog.
I really do.
Fucking intense.
I won once. How many times I did? Like 6 times. I won once. Came
there
in
was
second,
that
like,
streak. 3 years in a row, you came in second
To the
place.
same guy.
Oh man,
It's the same guy. There's
was it the same guy?
I think it was.
I thought it would have been funnier if it was a different dude each time. Just every time you get second place.
There was a what do you call it? Where the guy's paying him off. There was a
Oh yeah, that 1 year where it was like, that's questionable. He was like shaking like this, and
water's coming out.
Unlike me, I prefer to get eliminated early.
Go back to drinking.
My goal is to just not be the first one eliminated.
Why do you even participate?
Just it's like a it's just see
You
how
know
far
you're
I've
gonna
come.
lose.
See
Yeah.
how far I've come in 1 year.
Let's see how far you come. Number 2, Jeff Kanata. So I've been listening to podcasts for like 10 years, long time, right? Jeff Kanata was one of the first guys I listened
You
to.
have not been listening for 10 years.
Yeah, dude.
Podcasts weren't even a thing 10 years ago, were they?
They really were. So officially,
I thought they were
podcast.
like new for like
That
a
was
year ago.
2009.
Yeah, 2009. So a podcast started in like 2005. What's his name? Leo Laporte has this thing, Twit, This Week in Tech. He started like around then. What's his name? Adam Carolla had one. A bunch of people had like these long ones. They first started out. Yeah. NPR started and all that stuff. I'm putting their shows on.
Yeah, that's called the
iTunes.
news.
Podcasts are not the news. Can't be the same thing. So like 2013, this guy, what's his name? Ryan Davis died, and it like shook me. I was shook.
That's a Jackass guy?
No.
What was the Jackass guy's name?
Ryan
Ryan
something.
Dunn.
Done.
Oh, okay, my bad. My bad.
He died in a
I
car
was like,
crash.
really?
Done
The guy from Jackass shook your...
Around the same time,
Yeah.
I think.
I
Yeah.
bet he would have had a good podcast.
Not to like,
Mm.
shit on your feelings here,
I
but
don't want to sidetrack y'all, but imagine Jackass as a podcast, we would just like, you just hear screeching, screaming, oh God! But then they like do it behind the scenes, and they're not even doing anything.
Yeah.
They're just like yelling into the mic. Steve
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like got the microphone half up his ass. Oh, glory days of Jackass.
I want to see them like Jackass 9 when they're like 80 years old. What are they going to do then? Just like, how many years old is pardon?
Did you watch Jackass where they had like that ending where there was all of them dressed up as old people?
Yeah.
That was basically what
Yeah.
Jackass 9 would look like.
Didn't they do Dirty Grandpa? Wasn't that a thing?
Yeah, that was, but that wasn't like Jackass.
That was just
like, I mean, like
Knoxville.
they had them all dressed up as old people, and they were
Right.
just like getting like fucking thrown places and
Yeah.
in shopping carts, and I don't know, their classic stuff, just
Yeah.
dressed up like old people. That's what it looked like.
So yeah, just real quick, Jeff
Sorry.
Kanata broke. He had like a detached retina, like you almost had. Yeah, you know all about that.
Yeah.
So he had to go into like surgery, and it's just the weird thing of like, oh man, that sucks. He had to like, his first opinion was basically he'd be out of commission for like 6 weeks. His job is to watch movies and review movies and games and shit. And his first doctor said like, this is going to be a intensive thing. Like you might lose your vision. You have to be, whatever they do, you have to just sit there and be like still, and you can't talk and watch or anything or talk to anybody. And it's like, holy fuck. So yeah, it's just one of those things of like, listen to somebody for that long of time, you get to know them pretty well and feel like, oh man, that fucking sucks. Ryan Davis, like I was saying, Ryan Davis from Giant Bomb died in 2013. It was like one of the first celebrities dying. I remember being like, holy fuck, really, really affects you after a while, It does.
I mean, I don't want to be offensive here, but today I learned Ryan Grant died in 2013.
Ryan Grant?
What'd you say?
Ryan Davis.
Ryan Davis. Ryan Grant's
Yes.
a football player. Sorry, I got football on the brain right now. Ryan Davis, yeah, I'd never even heard this guy until you said this right
Yep,
now.
they worked for Giant Bomb. You've heard Giant Bomb before, right?
I have.
Their podcast, yeah. They have a
I actually like it more than, we'll say, Rooster Teeth.
yeah, you just don't like the Rooster Teeth guy's voice, Gus's
Or
voice.
any other voices, really.
Any other voices, yeah. Yep, one of them just had a kid when he was like 42. I think I talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be rough.
Yeah. No, that's not something I would
Oh, the
want to
kid
do.
at 42 part?
Having
Or just
a
talking like
new kid at 40, a new baby at 42.
New baby at 42 after sending a kid to college. Like he had two that were like 15, 16,
I
17.
got an aunt that's younger than me, so
Yeah.
familiar with that scenario.
Breaking.
That's rough. I mean, I don't know. Would that be worse than having your first child at 42? I don't know. At least you've been there before, although it was a long time ago.
Would be worse. I don't know.
You still know stuff about babies.
Right. Yeah.
Or like you had the energy to keep up with babies. At 42, it's just like, why would you do that to yourself all over again?
Yeah.
It's another 18 years of your life. Like, they'll be 60 when
Yeah.
they're an 18-year-old ready
Yeah.
to move out.
Yeah. He's divorced. He had his first wife, and he had kids with this wife, but then he got remarried. So the one he married is like 33, 34. So she wanted kids. So
Well, that's dumb, but okay.
weird flex, but okay. Breaking Bad movies coming out apparently. El Camino,
Well, I don't know anything about it. Where does it take place?
right after the end of Breaking Bad.
That's unfortunate.
I thought I told you like I saw a rumor about this months ago, and you were like, "That's stupid,"
Yeah.
because I was excited about it, but he thought it was stupid.
You know what would be fun? If the movie took place in the perspective of, like, the neighbors.
Yeah.
And it turns out Walt was not, like, as, like, secret as he thought
Yeah.
he was. And they're just sitting out there and like, look at this old man erratically running through his driveway, throwing pizza on his house, in his underwear.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like if we were watching from a different perspective,
Yeah.
like Walt's
Yeah.
mannerisms would be like,
Yeah.
something is up
Yeah.
with you, man.
I can hear him yelling. He is the danger? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Why are you being so much dramatic?
Who's he talking to right now? He's a terrible father. He's like, just pictures him yelling at his infant daughter, I am the danger.
Another guy who had a daughter at 50.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, remember?
Well, I don't know. We were counting Breaking Bad as like canon.
In real life.
I thought he would have given up after Malcolm. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be here all night, folks.
So you're not
You're
interested at all.
supposed to be
I'm-
a grandpa at that age.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
Basically.
I'll watch it probably.
Yeah.
Like not
You will
probably. I'll
watch
watch it. I might hate watch it.
It needs to be just a movie, not what is it, a Netflix or Amazon or something, or is it?
He's dead though. Who's it? Who's
Jesse. We're going Jesse's story now.
I don't care
Why?
about Jesse.
Why not?
What's he gonna do?
He's gonna make more meth.
It's just gonna be. If he
gonna
does,
start
if he does
over.
like a 180 and just like starts doing meth again.
Yeah.
No, but I really don't want the first 45 minutes of the movie just to be Jesse moping in some dark corner
Yeah.
of his room, like suspicious, like anybody's gonna get him. Like remember how he was when Walt was coming after him? He had that party, that binge party for
Yeah.
3 days.
Yeah.
Like now that those Nazis are,
Yeah.
that Walt came and killed all them, and then assumed Walt's dead. Like he's at prison buddies. Like I feel like the whole movie is just Jesse going, huh? What was that noise, bitch?
Do you not like Aaron Paul as an actor? As a person?
I got a little done with him.
Yeah.
And I've only really watched him in Breaking Bad.
Well,
but-
guess what, bud? You got him on season 3 of Westworld.
Really?
Yeah.
You just looked excited.
He did.
Man, what's his role? Is he like a simp?
He's probably going to be the customer guy. Like was well, you never know, right? Nobody was real in that show, right? At the end,
Nobody was real in that show.
what was his name? The main guy, the Man in Black.
Well,
Man in Black
yeah,
was
he
real.
was. Well,
Uh,
maybe.
uh.
I have no idea. Real quick, do you think it would be fun
Yes.
for
I do.
Aaron Paul's character
Hmm.
to, get other roles in life, but yet he always has a situation in the roles that he gets just to say bitch
Yeah.
once in a while.
Yeah.
Just put a different spin on it. Like
Mm.
the customer, like as a customer, be like, no, like he's talking like normal voice, like Need for Speed voice,
Mm.
and he's just like, nah, that's not what I paid for. Don't be a bitch, like just like sneak in bitch.
No, but he'd have to say it the same way.
No, not
bitch.
say it the same way.
Yes, he would
People
have
would,
to
people
say
would
it
lose
the
their
same
mind.
way.
Just be
Yeah.
like, oh my god, he said a word. He said the thing. He said the thing. I think.
No, he'd have to be
Make
like,
a
that's
game
not what I
out of
paid
it."
for. Bitch.
Yeah, maybe at the end of the credits, at the end of all the credits for the movies that he does, you just hear, "Did you like it, bitch?
That was a good.
Science.
That's what you came
That
for."
was a good impression, actually. So another in my segment this week of everybody shits. Everybody shits sometimes. We got Betty Gilpin
I'm
from.
gonna get a drop for that.
We do. Betty Gilpin from Glow. She's in the show Glow with Allison. What's her name?
Brie?
Allison Brie. So Betty Gilpin was
guess.
talking about pooping
hair and
while
makeup.
making
And
Glow.
that hair and makeup was true porn poodleness. Like
Yeah.
a golden birthday cake on my head as a hairstyle
Yeah.
and like teal eyeshadow up to my brow to play a doctor.
Right.
And like dowry advertising clothes and
coming.
shoes. I mean, it was.
So you snuck away to shit your pants?
Went through hair and makeup and then was walking to go change. Thank God I was not in that expensive costume and was like, oh, I think I'm about to shit my pants. And then shat my pants. And the second after it happened, they were like, we're ready for you. It's like,
scrambling.
I gotta, you know what? I'm gonna take a quick shower. The person's like, a shower? What? That's gonna set us back 2.5 hours. You're in full porn poodle makeup. I was like, you know what? It's just to wake up my body. My head's gonna be out of the shower. It's my process.
Yeah, and they walked away, fucking diva.
Yeah,
And you're
exactly.
trying to clean shit up.
Yeah,
And
and I'm like sobbing, having shat my Lululemons.
So
Lululemon.
yeah.
It's not many women
Linens.
would admit to that. I don't think.
No.
2019, baby. Everyone
Cool.
shits.
Cool.
So yeah, just
It's the point of this segment.
every single week I find another story of people shitting their pants. Do you think it's a thing where you buy a red car then you see other red cars? It's just that thing of like if you're shit your pants all the time, you're gonna
You're
just
always
Yeah,
notice-
listening
absolutely.
for stories.
you're listening for
For
stories
sure.
of shitting their pants.
Yeah.
Have you ever? I mean,
When you say, buy a red car, you're like the lot owner. You're the dealer selling cars to people, and you just want to hear you're like, oh, can you fill this thing out? Like, just tell me your story and tell the other customers your story, how you shit your pants. Like you're the The shit dealer.
I'm the shit in the pants dealer. Bring it. Anybody? Hey, everybody got the pants shitting stories? Bring them here. Bring them here. Shit pants. Bring them on the show.
Man, I want to get you in this car today.
Slaps the car.
This big pile of shit.
This baby.
Big pile of shit.
This baby can hold so much shit. Guys, 25 highest grossing media franchises of all time. I have a list here.
Marvel. Disney.
Properties. So, not Disney.
Because Disney's like a corporation, right?
Yeah, Disney owns everything.
Marvel.
So take what Disney owned and split it up, and then go buy each property by itself. So it's number 2 is something Disney owns. Number 1 is not. Number 1 most grossing properties. So what's the thing? What's the thing of like? You put it on your shirt. A kid wears it. It's a video game property. The first one is
Fortnite.
Nope, old property. Came out when we were
Mario.
When we were teenagers ish, 13, 14.
PlayStation.
Nope. A game-ish, like a what do you call it? Game type of game. It's a very popular game.
Nintendo.
What game on Nintendo?
Oh, I said Super Mario.
Handheld game. Came out in 98.
Tetris.
99. Came out in 98. 98.
Shit.
99.
98, 99.
A mobile game came out of
Mobile
this. A mobile game came out of this about 2 years ago. Very popular.
Oh, Pokemans.
Yep.
Yeah. My bad.
$92 billion it's made since it came out.
Yeah, and they're still putting out garbage. I mean, fun game apps.
Do you want me to edit that out?
No, they're fun, but man, they are a ripoff. Yeah, freaking a mobile game with the whole, pay to play. Yeah.
Not pay to win.
The gotcha system, all that crap. There's like
Yeah.
$30
Loot boxes.
like a pull for
Yeah.
to get characters on something you don't like. If they just stop that app, that's it. You don't have that anymore. You delete that.
I don't think so. I think it's tied to your account.
Yeah, but I mean, if they stop production on the game, what's it matter? I don't know. It's just crazy. But like, you think with all that money that you just said,
Yeah.
that you could bring down the.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess supply and demand.
Number
man.
2, it's a girly thing, known to be
Barbie.
known to be a girly thing from Japan. No,
Hello
the Jap-
Kitty.
Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty.
Jack here.
$80 billion.
You got it before me, didn't you?
$80 billion since 1974. 1924, this property came out. It's a thing you would associate with like baby clothes. Disney
Gerber?
owned. Huh?
Gerber.
Disney.
Oshkosh Bagosh.
No. Disney owns this. It's a very popular cartoon from 1924.
Cabbage Patch.
1924.
They are alive dolls. Stuffed animals.
Care Bears.
Beanie Babies.
Nope. They're alive animals.
Live animals, like
They're
alive?
they're alive. They're what do you call it? Like Toy Story type. They walk around and they talk, but they're stuffed animals. One's a tiger.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
What?
Yep.
Out of here. No
$75
way.
billion.
Winnie the Pooh.
Number 4 is Disney. What's Disney's thing?
Movies.
Their property. Their
So good at this game.
the property of Disney. Disney's central property. The thing that started the whole thing off.
Mickey.
Yes, Mickey Mouse.
Ha ha, bitch.
70
I got
billion.
it right.
I mean, I don't even. I still am I'm confused by all this, but it's fine.
It's it's.
I don't know what
they
you mean by
make.
proper-
It's,
like-
it's
Merchandising.
Not, yeah, it's
Okay.
not Disney. Disney's the
Okay.
corporation, but
Wow, Mickey's behind Winnie the Pooh.
Mhm.
Would not have guessed that.
Disney owned this just recently, about 3 or 4 years ago. It's a movie franchise.
Marvel.
Nope.
Star Wars.
Yep.
Like when we were doing the villains, like the Heffalumps and the Woozles
The Woozles.
were villains. I thought about putting them on there, but I mean, their only crime was they loved honey way too much. But what they would do for the honey,
I don't really remember that.
Let's
I
do
don't
a
remember
couple
Winnie
more.
the Pooh very
they did it
much.
all for the honey.
Couple more.
What?
This is a Disney property. It's a general, like, not a villain, not a hero, but Disney. Not the hero, not the man, not the villain, but not the man, but the
Woman.
Yep. Or
Princess.
yep. Disney Princess is apparently just a brand name. Started in 2000. Since in less than 20 years, it's made $45 billion in merchandising.
Okay.
Number 10. What's the number 10 most money making property? Do 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 do. bang. I can't do the noise.
I guess not.
uh,
Power Rangers?
Expolioso
Oh, Harry Potter.
Pata. And then followed closely by the Marvel.
That's true. That is a
MCU.
hard tune to
Yeah.
hum.
Boo, hoo, 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 hoo. Something. Dragon Ball Z
I
has
just thought you were the Green Ranger trying to summon your dragon.
Dragon Ball Z is like number 15, made $24 billion
Get the fuck out
since
of here.
1984. Barbie has made $24 billion.
I thought Barbie would have been like a Winnie the Pooh spot.
No. Yep. So number 1, yeah, number 2 is kind of, I wouldn't have guessed.
Number 2 was Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty.
I believe that.
Winnie the Pooh is number 3.
Winnie the Pooh is the one that I'm surprised is on there.
Me too.
Where's the hypotheticals? Did he
Up
have up there? Up there.
Yeah.
Up there.
Up on our studio shelf right there.
Oh, Andy said he's not joining. He's tired, by the way.
So am I.
We're all
Whoa.
tired.
Shots
so
fired.
am I.
Yeah.
Breaking
It's not-
news.
that's
Carrie
not
throwing
shot.
heat at Andy.
I'm not throwing heat. I'm just saying I'm tired.
It's throwing shade. That's what the kids say.
More than one person can be tired in life. Had a long day.
It's just playing. It's fun.
Wow. It's weird. Okay, quick one. You have won a prize. The prize has 2 options. You can choose either, but not both. The first option is a year in Europe with a monthly stipend of $2,000. The second option is 10 minutes on the moon. Which option do you choose?
That's easy. Europe.
Europe or the moon?
Moon.
I'll say Europe.
You get $2,000 a month to travel Europe.
I hate Europe.
You don't hate Europe. You don't even know anything about
I
Europe.
love the moon.
You thought Europe was a country,
The
I bet.
views on the moon are going to be so much better than Europe.
Yeah, and there's a good chance you might die going there.
Hey, if I could go to space knowing that I would die,
Wow.
I'd probably do it.
This is a long one. You were in a plane crash in the Andes Mountain, not unlike those people in the movie Alive. As such, you will be forced to consume the human flesh of the people who died on the impact. This will be a terrible experience, but it's the only way for you to survive. Fortunately, you do not know any of the victims personally. Would you eat a dead baby, or would you rather eat a dead elderly person? Would gender play a role in the selection process? And how much would it bother you if this meat turned out to be delicious? So
That's a lot of questions.
would you
Lot
eat?
going on.
Would you eat a dead baby or a dead old person?
Gary, you
Old
want-
person.
Yeah, old person. I'd actually hide all the babies so
Would-
I wouldn't have to see that.
Would gender play a role in the dead person you eat?
No.
No.
How much would it bother you if this meat turned out to be delicious? Would you be addicted? Could you find yourself being addicted to
No.
No. Once I
human
get
meat?
out of that awful scenario, if I get out, yeah, that's going to be haunting. It's not going to be like, oh, I need to eat another human being. Like, I'm going to
No.
be thankful every day that I don't have to eat another human being.
Yeah. Yep. Ditto.
I don't think it works like Book of Eli. Like, they start getting the shakes. And
Oh.
it's like, start jonesing for human flesh.
I've never seen that movie, but he was blind the whole time.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. One more. You were given a choice between 2 rewards. The first reward is to be twice as intelligent as you are right now. You will be able to read twice as fast and remember twice as much. The size of your vocabulary will double, and you'll be able to solve intellectual problems with twice your current aptitude. The second reward is that you will never again feel sick, even when you are sick. You can always be whatever weight you want, regardless of what you eat or how little you exercise. You can simply imagine the body you would like to have, and that is the weight you will magically become. Which do you choose?
Option number
Damn.
2.
I was completely on board with number 1. But then you said I can just imagine my body type and it would just happen.
Yeah. Option number 2 for sure.
Because
Option number
Number
1.
2, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go for looking better than being smarter.
I'm happy with how smart I am right now, and if I
I'm
feel
not,
like if
but-
I was twice as smart, then I would be obnoxious. No one would like me because I just
You don't
Intimidate
think being
people.
smart and beautiful would be obnoxious? Not that you aren't
No,
already.
It's not. I'm not saying I'd be more beautiful. I just could be like, hey, guess what? I have 7 pounds that I don't want. They're gone.
Yeah, no one's gonna like you if you do that. That's pretty obnoxious.
Nobody's gonna know I do it. It's gonna be a
Oh,
secret.
Okay, yeah, you can't gloat about it. I'm thinking I could do like some crazy tricks with it. Like, you know, you're out at the bar and be like, watch this, I drink this whole beer and lose weight. I'd be like, no, you can't. And I'd be like, get the scale. So in the middle of the bar, you know, I turn out with I get free drinks.
Yeah.
Could I just manipulate my weight at any
I
time?
think so. I think that's what it means.
That's
I
great.
think that's what
I
it
make
means.
so much money doing that. Be like, look at me now. Boom. Like human blob. Like what? Like if I needed to like block a doorway, could I just like get super fat all of a sudden and just be like, you shall
Classically
not pass.
overthinking the.
Would you rathers?
I could get like super big and then just like walk behind people and go, "Brr, brr, da, 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 da."
Awful.
Let's move on to our top 5 Jim Carrey movies.
Alrighty then.
This was a really good top 5 because he has so many different movies, right? It's like, oh, you can just do the first 4 or 5, and
Which
you can do
everyone
that.
should.
You can do that if you want to be simplistic and childish about this.
I do.
Hey, yes.
Yes.
I think he would want us to be simplistic and
Yeah, I think
childless
so.
about it.
Think so?
Child.
All 5 of my choices come within a 4-year span between 1994 and 1997. Because I am that childish.
I saw him on SNL recently. I don't know if it was recently, but they do this thing where it's like a family reunion, and they have all the different SNL people come in as all of his characters. They had like the mask guy come in as the mask, and he was doing the mask stuff, and he goes to run out, and then Jeff Daniels comes in as Jim Carrey's character in Dumb and
Nice.
Dumber. That was pretty funny. Yeah. So yeah, just he's got so much range, right? The first ones were like, you know, Ace Ventura 2, The Mask, and then Dumb and Dumber, and then you have like The Cable Guy, and then like Liar Liar, and yeah, then the frickin' what's his name, Andy Kaufman, Man of the Moon. A lot of range in that guy. A lot of range as an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot one. I just remembered.
Liar Liar,
Nope. Man, I don't think I can bump it.
Mr. Yes, he's a yes man.
Nope.
Bruce Almighty.
Yes. How can I put in there?
So my number 5 is not. You could pick any like scene from Dumb and Dumber. I just felt like playing this scene. Let's see.
Hi. Hi, make yourself at home, okay? I'm almost ready. 1 minute?
Oh.
1 minute?
Okay.
Okay.
Of course you would pick this scene. I'm surprised I even had to think about which scene you were picking.
Well then, happy shitting.
Wait for the squeak.
For viewers at home or for listeners at home that don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah, he's shitting. Back up.
If you couldn't tell.
squeak.
The squeak is my favorite part.
And then the laugh.
The laugh, the squeak, and then the laugh.
Wonder how many takes it took him to film this scene.
Yeah. Yep. Best scene in the movie. And then don't they do like a reference to it in Dumb and Dumber when he shits in the bathroom, and then Bob Saget comes in. He's like, "There's shit on the walls. There's shit everywhere." No, he had a chocolate bar in his pocket, right? And he sat on the radiator, and the chocolate bar melted. And then he starts trying to wipe it on himself, and he gets on the walls and shit, and he walks out, and Bob Saget goes in the bathroom. He's like, "There's shit everywhere. There's shit on the walls."
I watched that movie. I can't remember that movie though. Oh man.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Dumb and Dumber. The scene. Let me play it here. Got another scene here. Most annoying sound in the world, obviously, was improvised by Jim Carrey. You can see it in Jeff Daniels' face. Of course, I got an ad. You can see in Jeff Daniels' face that he tries to laugh, and then the actual reaction from the guy in the middle is him telling him, "Shut the fuck up." Oh, fucking ads.
I was wondering how much of this movie was improvised.
Yeah. Here we go. So you guys getting picked up on the side of the road, if you haven't seen this movie. And then Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey are on the side, on the both sides of him. He's in the middle.
You guys! Enough! Hey. Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Watch Jeff Daniels' face when he says it.
Fellas.
think we could listen to the radio or something?
Mark.
Radio. Who needs the radio? Ready, Harry? Mock. Yeah. Ing. Yeah. Bird.
Yeah.
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 Mockingbird, don't everybody have you heard? She's gonna buy me a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird don't sing, she's gonna buy me a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring don't shine.
Yep, great movie.
Ah, man.
One of the best. My number 5. Carrie, what's number 5?
I'm gonna give you some quotes from each of my top 5.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite quotes from the movie. Hold me closer, Ed. It's getting dark. Tell Annie Am to let old Yeller out. Tell Tiny Tim I won't be coming home this Christmas. Tell Scarlett I do give a damn.
What is it?
What are they going to do to me, Sarge? What are they going to do?
The Mask, 1994.
Mm-hmm.
I probably one of my favorite movies to watch as a kid.
Guess what?
Even though it had what's that?
Number 4.
That's your number 4?
That's my number 4.
It's my number 5. Had a lot of violence in it, but my parents let me watch it when I was pretty young.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like they thought, oh, look at this, he's like cartoony,
Yeah,
so it must
yeah.
be
That
okay for
scene
kids.
where the garage ripped him off, and like they were carting the dudes out. Well, he's like, "Hold on to your lug nuts, boys! It's time for an overhaul." Like you don't get what that was, but then like the news scene was covering it the next day, and they had like tailpipes stuck up their tailpipe, and they're on gurneys. I didn't catch that.
Nope,
that
I
like,
don't
they shoved
even
those car
remember
parts
that.
up their ass.
Haven't seen that movie in a long time.
There we go. Just pull up something.
Checking. Savings and checking. CDs. Savings and CDs. Check CDs. Checking and CDs. Party time! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta!
Like every scene is... The sneaking is the best. The sneaking face. Snooze. Sorry, were you done?
God.
Was you done talking? Okay. This movie was based on a comic book, and I'm trying to pull it up here. Very graphic comic book where it's basically like, I'm trying to think of an ultra-violent comic, but it's basically like that, where it was him like busting out these shotguns and like a mallet and actually beating people with it. Actually killing people. There's a lot of blood and guts in it, so that was based on that. Another fun fact, I was just rewatching one of the scenes where he's talking to Ben Stein about like the demon in the mask, and do you know which god it was that was in the mask?
Loki?
Loki, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trickster guy.
Yep.
Yeah, Mr. Trickster. The night god is.
I didn't know to say that. Yep.
Yeah. Interesting stuff. Yeah. Dan, what's your number 5? Don't.
Hey, you might get a little bit upset that I put this at number 5.
You're gonna get upset at my picks. Like I think anything. I know what yours is gonna be.
Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on.
I know what yours is gonna be. Like I think you are gonna. I'm gonna have to justify my picks to you, not the other. Not.
Dan and I have almost the same list.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
My 5 and 4. Like I'll just say my number 4 is Mask. Everything I said about you said about it, I agree with wholeheartedly. What are you doing there, bud? You can't handle your clips?
Yeah, actually, I can't. I don't know. Something about this. My connection is. It's not playing.
Your big old fancy iPhone X9.
Yeah, remember we tried this last week?
Extreme. Are you sure you're in mono?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not. Hold on. Give me one more try. Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
See, this is why. See, he wanted to do this yesterday, and I was like, I'm not ready yet. And this is why, because I had to take time to prepare and put my clips in order.
It's not just,
Have them ready to go.
on, give me some,
Do you want me to do my number 4 while you're...
No.
Okay. Actually, number 3.
351!
Oh, yeah.
351! Rover, sit! Hut!
Is this 2 or 1?
1. Ace
Seems to have
Ventura
some
1.
difficulty letting go of the game. Has he had a long history of mental illness?
Fucking doing the dances in the tutu. Iconic gif.
And this is one of our therapy rooms.
That's my favorite part, right here.
And we do arts and crafts out
we
here
play
in
the
the
whole thing.
courtyard.
Walk through the
And
hallway.
This is the storage room.
It's coming up like
and
these
down
now.
the hallway here we have another.
Slapping water into his face. Oh, come on. You gonna miss it? Nope.
Now.
I can
Yes.
picture you in my head watching this as a child and just dying at that part when he smacks his head.
I did that one day in school. I walked right in and I just went boom, right on the desk, and it hurt a lot. But I kept my head there, and they're just like, "Why would you do that?"
Yeah.
I don't remember why I did it.
When was
Which
this?
is
How
clearly
old were
show the
you?
impact. It was 8th grade.
See? It clearly affected
8th
him
grade.
greatly.
Yeah.
The teacher see you do it?
No, the teacher wasn't in the room. I remember one of the girl in front of me saw me do it. I'm like, why? It was hilarious. But yeah, Ace Ventura.
Number 5.
Number 1
Number 1 is your number 5?
is my number 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the story of that movie?
He was a pet
Finkel is
detective.
Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Yeah. He,
Spoiler.
He kissed a dude and he didn't like it.
Yeah. Like Joe.
No,
Joe.
Dan Marino.
Dan Marino.
Laces out, Dan.
It was his brother. Something about his brother. He went to his house for some reason, right?
No, it was his kicker.
The kicker killed somebody?
The kicker.
What is the story of this movie?
Who did he?
He stole the dolphin.
Roger Predactor. I think he threw him off a balcony. No, they stole the dolphin. Right, that's what it all started.
Who stole the dolphin?
Yeah, the kicker, Ray Finkel,
Ray Finkel.
and he got the sex change
Finkel's
to be the
Einhorn.
cop. Yeah, Finkel's Einhorn.
But why did
Einhorn's Finkel.
why did
Finkel's
Finkel
Einhorn.
steal the
Einhorn's Finkel.
dolphin?
Because
money?
to get back at the Dolphins.
To get back
Because
at
he was the
Dolphins.
kicker and he shanked that field goal, and they could have won the Super Bowl and they didn't. And then Dan Marino was saying, the kicker was saying it was a bad snap, and the laces were in because kickers are very routine.
Did that actually happen?
No.
No.
Okay.
And Dan Marino's like, laces were out, and these laces were in, Dan.
Great movie.
Not as much a bad snap as a bad hold, right?
Well, no. Well, I mean, he had everything like. He had like this. They were going through his belongings when they were in the mental hospital, and there was like crochet, like laces out, Dan.
Yeah.
It was like die, Dan, die in his room. And,
Yes, but Dan Marino was the one that was supposed to turn the laces out when he caught
well,
it.
it wasn't
right?
a bad snap. It was
That's what I just said.
bad positioning, I
That's-
suppose.
yeah.
That's
That's what
I
you just said.
No, you said bad hold. The hold was fine.
Whatever. You know what like a bad.
Bad position.
It wasn't the snap. It was how he was holding it.
But they swear that they showed tape of it, and I don't know.
Did the quarterback always actually holds the ball?
No,
I learned though that it was pretty routine for a while.
not anymore though.
Romo was doing it for the Cowboys.
Who
There
does
was
it
one
now?
bad snap that he had.
Who does it now?
Sometimes they have like long snappers, like actual positions to catch the ball. But no, it is the
No.
backup quarterback.
Not catch the ball, position the ball.
Backup quarterbacks.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. My number 4 was The Mask. Talked about it. So we'll move on to Carrie's number 4.
My number 4. The problem with real life is there's no danger music. Dun 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 dun
Table guy.
dun dun dun. The Blue Knight rules. The Red Knight sucks the big one. You're going down, Red Knight.
My favorite quote or favorite line from was it the place called? The
Medieval Times.
Medieval Times. She's like, Jeannie Garofalo comes up and they're like, there's no knife or fork. She's like, there was no knife and fork in medieval times, therefore there are knives and forks in medieval times, at medieval times.
Mm-hmm.
Underrated line. That
What are you
movie.
looking at my list for?
I need to know if I'm missing one. Oh, yeah, I am. Okay.
You
got it.
you talk about it, and I will talk about it as well. I love that movie.
I think the medieval times scene was my favorite as a child.
Mm.
And he started. I can't even do it, but it was dark. It
was dark.
had some dark parts to it, but still very funny.
I was watching clips from it last night, and the scene where they're playing the what was it, porno password?
Oh yeah.
And he goes into the guy's ear. Every word it was like, and the password is vagina, and the password is nipple. Well, and the password is what's that little that thing. And he's like, no, I'm not saying that. Not on my mother. And then Matthew Broderick's like, center. Then Jim Carrey's like, hard. And he's like, hard. And he's like, penis. Vagina. Yes. I watched the whole scene last night. Leslie Mann, Judd Apatow's wife, was in that movie. From
that was one of her earliest roles, I would say.
A lot of early people. I love this movie because it was like, holy shit, this person, that person, this person, that person. Like it totally like opened my mind to like Tenacious D was in this movie. I forgot about that. David Cross, a bunch of Bob Odenkirk from Mr. Show. After I watched this movie, I got into like
Bob Odenkirk was in it.
Yeah, he was the guy's brother-in-law, Steven's brother-in-law, I think.
Oh, I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
Well, yeah, I just watched that scene last night, and they were all in that. So yeah, it was like huge, like it was very formative. In my formative years of being like, what's these comedians and what they do and all these shows, and Tenacious D and all that stuff. There were so many people in that. Andy Dick was in that. He was in the guy, Medieval Times
guy.
Yep. So many like youngish actors I first saw in that. Ben Stiller was the Killers, the Menendez brothers.
Oh yeah,
stand-ins.
I totally forgot about that.
There is so many people. Let me look up that list. Deanne, what's your number? 4.
Mask.
Why? Why though?
Why?
Well, yeah, I got to look up the list. So talk about.
I mean,
stuff.
any of these is because it was funny.
What am I looking up? Cable Guy. Yeah, it's massive.
Your love is like a red rose, and I am a little pony. Shoot the door, shoot the window. I don't care.
This list is crazy. First of all, Matthew Broderick, I found out, killed a guy in 1987 in Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben Stiller, Jim Carrey, Matthew Broderick, Leslie Mann, Janine Garofalo, Jack Black, Andy Dick. Owen Wilson was the guy he beat up in the bathroom. Forgot about that.
Come on, guy.
David Cross, Bob Odenkirk, Kyle Gass, Joel Murray. There was somebody else. I was like, holy shit, it was them. Yeah, a bunch of people. Yep. What is my number 3, you ask? I'm glad you asked. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
There's going to be one edgy pick in here.
Sorry, first of many. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to say it. Have you seen this movie?
I have not seen
So, I guess spoilers for this movie.
Have you seen it?
No.
No. Okay, so a spoiler on both your houses. This movie is about guy and a girl meet, and before the movie starts, they both get the memory of the relationship erased from their minds, but they don't remember doing it. They don't remember having the memory taken out of their brain. So they meet, and they had sex, and this is next morning.
The best fucking night of my entire fucking life last night.
That's better.
Who's the girl?
Kate
This is
Winslet.
weird.
We have
To all patients of Dr.
Kate
Howard
Winslet and
Newswire.
Jim Carrey.
My name is Mary
In the car?
Stevo.
We've met, but you don't remember
but you
me.
don't remember me.
I
worked for a company
hired to have part of your memory erased.
I've since decided that this
Some
is a
kind of teaser ad or
horrible
something.
procedure. And in order to correct this, I'm sending everyone's file back to them.
So she got
Clementine Krasinski.
the person that worked at the facility that did the brain erasing was like, this is fucked up, we can't do this anymore. So she sends out the tape that they go into when they first go in to do the procedure, they have to say why they're doing it, and they make tapes of that. And she sent Kate Winslet the tape of her going in and explaining why she wanted Joel erased from her memory, and she's playing it in the car right now.
Erase Joel Barish?
What is this?
I don't know. He's boring? Is that enough reason to erase someone? I've been thinking lately how I was before and how I am now, and it's like he changed me. I feel like I'm always pissy now. I don't like myself when I'm with him. I don't like myself anymore. I can't stand to even look at him. That pathetic, wimpy, apologetic smile, that sort of wounded puppy shit he does, you know?
What are you doing?
He's not doing anything. Bloom is certainly fucking off the rose at this point.
Are you screwing with me?
No!
You are screwing with me.
Joel, I'm not.
You clearly are.
Look, okay, let's just take a minute and...
It's so fucked up to be like, you just met this person, and then you get in the car with them, and you play this tape of you shitting all over them, being like, I hate this person so much. They fucking pissed me off. They changed me.
So they were in a relationship,
Yes.
but they broke up?
They broke up. And then,
Okay.
then they get their memory erased of the relationship.
So
and
she wants to get her memory erased because she doesn't like him. And
Yeah.
why does he want to get his memory?
because he found out that she did it. He found out that she erased her memory of him, so to spite her, he got his memory erased. And then they meet again, and they make a new relationship again, and then they're in the car, and then she plays the tape.
Wouldn't they hate the same things about it? Wouldn't she
Exactly.
still hate him for the same reason?
That's the whole. Yeah, that's basically the theme of the movie is like, you get back with the same people for this. You break up with the same. You get up with the same people, and you break up with the same people for the same reasons, unless you change yourself. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So now that I brought everybody down, what's your number 3?
My number 3. I'm glad my gift could bring those two closer together. My plan to phase myself out is almost complete. And, well, if I tell you this one, it's going to be...
I already know what
you already know it?
Yeah.
You already know it, too?
No.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
Oh, liar, liar.
1997.
Yup. Fantastic. Great movie. I haven't seen it in a long time.
We watched some of it recently, and I don't know that if it's so much I like the movie so much or that I enjoy watching Dion enjoy the movie and quote the movie.
I quote like the first 5 minutes of it. Even like the most like unnecessary parts to quote, just like it's not even Jim Carrey talking, it's the kids talking, the mother talking to the kid. Like I know that part because I've watched it so many times.
Your father is sorry. He had to work. He said
Hi.
Hi.
New in the building?
Yeah, I just moved in Monday.
Oh. You like it so far?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's been real nice.
Well, that's because you have big jugs. I mean, your boobs are huge. I mean, I want to squeeze them. Mama!
I can't lie.
Let me see. Hey, I got that one. Oh, come on.
If you don't take a picture of
I
your
don't
food on
want
your
4-second ad. What am I gonna do with a 4-second ad? I'm gonna buy your product for 4 seconds.
It's an interesting,
No.
interesting premise for a movie. I was surprised nobody really did it before that time, 1997.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I would think, like, in my personal life, not being able to lie would not be an issue, but my professional life, oh man, it'd be a nightmare.
Is that me or you? Must be solar flares.
Fucking Krillin.
You want to play hardball?
Ah.
I'm game.
You wanna be hardball? I'm game.
What are you doing? What is wrong with you?
All rise for the Honorable Judge Marshall Stevens.
Honorable.
Good morning. Call case number BD 09395. Samantha Cole versus Richard Cole. How are we doing this morning, Consul?
Fine, thank you.
And you, Mr. Reed?
I'm a little upset about a bad sexual episode I had last night.
Well, you're still young. It'll happen more and more. In the meantime, what do you say we get down to business? First, Mr. Reed, I see where your client...
Your Honor, I would like a continuance.
This case has already been delayed several times, Mr. Reed.
I realize that, Your Honor, but I would really like a continuance.
I'll have to hear good cause, counsel. What's the problem?
I can't lie.
Commendable, Mr. Reed, but I'm still waiting to hear.
Love it.
Pretty good movie.
All right, Samantha, how much will it take to put an end to all this? 50% of your estate.
50%? With a prenup and proof of adultery? What's your case?
Our case is simply this.
What did it end up being that he ended up winning? How did he end up winning the case? Because of her age.
Client lied about his age.
Her age.
Her age. Thus making her a minor. And in the great state of California, no minor can enter something marriage without
Parental consent?
no something else.
No.
Prenuptial agreement or something. Prenuptial agreement.
Number 2 for me. Were you good?
My number 3 was Liar.
Liar. Number 2. Not much to say about this movie. Just great movie overall. Great cast, great acting. The Truman Show, 1998. Clip here. Great acting. I probably wanted his best acting moments here. Mr. Truman was being watched his whole life. He figures out it's all a TV show. Then he decides to leave. His creator tries to kill him. He eventually gets to a door that's apparently to the outside world. And now they're having a conversation. Played by Ed Harris. I never understood. I think there was somebody, a woman watching him, and that was like somebody he grew up with. Right? There was his wife in the show, but then there was somebody, they show her here near the end. And every time I watched it, I was like, she seems like she's important, but they never, her right here. Like, maybe she was just a fan? I don't remember.
Talk to me. Say something.
Is this how Westworld started?
Could be.
Say something, goddammit! You're on television! You're live to the whole world!
And, yeah, everyone's waiting for him to say something.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
That's Harry's face. She's like, fuck. Yeah. A lot of great scenes in that movie. Could have picked any of them. I was watching a bunch of them last night where he's flipping out and the woman's talking about the coffee or whatever, the cocoa. She's like, it's #1 cocoa and blah, blah, blah. It's from this place over here. And he's like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Then he gets up and she grabs a knife. She's like, what are you doing? You peel me? Huh? You gonna peel me?
Never watched it.
I've never watched it either.
Holy That's fine. That's fine. Wow.
So you
I love
recommend it
making
then?
them mad.
A little bit. Spoiler alert, he's on a TV show and he gets out.
I heard that. I have heard that.
Fantastic movie. One of his best movies.
It's not my top 5.
I prefer the mindless ones from my
Sit on
childhood.
my couch and mindlessly mouth the words to the entire script.
That's fine. What are we doing? Number 2 for you?
Number 2.
We're giggling.
The urine stain on your pants signifies that you are a single shake man, far too busy for the follow-up jiggle. You know?
All right, yeah.
No?
No.
Bumblebee tuna.
Yep.
Bumblebee tuna?
Yes. Ace Ventura 2.
Die, you be winged spawn of Satan! I didn't enjoy Ace Ventura: Pet Detective nearly as much as the second one. You know, that's not normally the case, but I loved the second one so much better. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do your quotes. Everyone loves a slinky. You gotta get a slinky, 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 go, slinky, go!
Then it stops right at the bottom, near the bottom.
Oh, man! Can you believe it? It was right there! Can I do it one more time?
The part where... What happens? He gets in a fight with like a different tribe.
Yeah. I'm going to warn you. I have the speed of a mongoose.
And he gets stabbed with a spear in each leg.
Throw it! I dare you!
It's in the bone.
What was it? Don't just stand there. Throw me a spear. Goes in his other leg. Ah! And then he falls to the ground holding spears, and then the other guy just steps on his balls and rips up the spears out of his legs. Like, oh, right there.
I must tell you, I do not wish to fight you. Violence is no longer in my nature, but if you want it, you got it, sister! I was unaware that the Wachunkus were fighters! Now, why don't you try this on and see how it fits?
Ace! He's much better fighter than you. All right!
All right! This white devil thing has gone far enough. Nobody messes
with the He said, sorry, white devil, but he must kill you now.
I'll have you know I have the reflexes of a cat and the speed of a mongoose. Throw it. I dare ya. Oda! Don't just stand there! Throw me a spear!
And then, of course, the infamous rhinoceros.
Oh, yeah.
Scene.
Jesus Christ.
Rhino. God, these rhinos. Don't mind me, just a curious little rhino. Monopoly Man. Fuck yeah. Like a glove. When he crashes on the hood, on the roof, like a glove.
What are we doing?
Is this on your list?
It's my number 2.
It's your number. It's the same number 3 and number 2.
Oh.
We also have the same number 4.
No, we didn't. Cable Guy was number 4. For me.
Oh, okay.
Cable Guy is number 1 for me. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
It is good stuff. I put it on there just because, like I said, it's so many people on there. Like, among the other interests I have, I'm a very big comedy nerd, and that sort of was like the big jumping off point for me for, you know, David Cross, Bob Odenkirk, Mr. Show, the Tenacious D, the Gene Garofalo, all those people. What? 2. Cut.
2 parts we missed in both the Ace Ventura movies was when he was talking out of his ass.
Yes.
And Ace Ventura, when he comes up behind his cop buddy,
right?
And he's just like, it's like, excuse me, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yep.
It's like, oh no, Ace, I ain't got time for this today. I can't hold for long.
Sol mio.
And he gets up on the tree, and when nature calls, he's like, friends, quadrants. Well, I forget. It's like, lend me your ears. He's like pulling his butt cheeks apart. Get
that vibrato in there.
Yep.
Gotta love the butt vibrato.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just talked about Cable Guy already. Fucking fantastic. I think there was. Have you not seen this?
Cable Guy?
Yeah,
I have. Just I didn't think it was as good as you.
Oh yeah. No.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it is. I
think if you watched it again, you'd appreciate it.
The adult. What was it? Adult? What was it? No, not the word game. They played the porno password. That scene, and then the one you're talking about, the knights. The medieval times, and also a bunch of classic scenes. I think they got drunk one night, right? At a party at his house.
Yeah. When the truth be told.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. He does the.
Don't you
want somebody to love?
Watch it sometime.
You have to.
You should.
You really should. So yeah.
I would watch it with you again.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in probably 20 years.
Yeah. Okay, what's your number 1?
My number 1 we talked about already.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm a limo driver. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off. I think, so many quotable lines from that movie. I don't even know what my favorite part is. Might be the scene where they're. Oh, I don't know.
It's the toilet scene. Don't lie.
No, the one where they're in the tuxes.
Yes.
Sword fight.
Yeah, the sword. Time out.
He takes his cane and like smashes him in the back of the legs.
Yep.
Hilarious.
Yep. Great movie. Oh man.
Do you have anything to add? Since I think you have the same number 1.
There's a lot of little jokes in that movie. I remember.
What do you think the chances
not
are?
Understanding when I was a kid.
Guy like you and a girl like me ending up together.
Well, Lloyd, that's difficult to say, and we really don't.
Hit me with it. Just give it to me straight. I came a long way just to see you married. Just least you can do is level with me. What are my chances?
Not good.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
What an optimist.
Yeah!
And the part where, what is he, at a bar or something, and he walks by the newspaper clipping, and he's like, what does he say about we made it to the moon? Something like that.
There's like that 2-second part where it's like improvised, and they're coming out of the 7-Eleven or whatever, and he's like, hey, slushies, huh?
Big gulps.
Big gulps, huh? Well, good night.
I love
Amazing.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
That's my number one.
Was there's something about the suitcase, and they're trying to find the number of the guy, the name of the guy in the suitcase, and there's like the name of the suitcase on it.
Mr. Samsonite?
Yeah, Samsonite. Oh, it's Samsonite.
Oh, it was so close.
And then they're at that trash can and the fire in the trash can, and Lloyd has like 2 gloves on. He's off one. Yeah, my hands are getting sweaty. Here, have some. Here's my other pair.
You had 2 pairs of gloves this whole time. Yeah.
Amazing. Yep. My number one. Yeah, cable guy. Yeah, number one. Your number one. What? Both of your number ones was Dumb and Dumber. Yep. Top 5 Jim Carrey movies. Alrighty then. Would you rather be able to see the future, but you can't tell anyone you know, or can you read people's minds, but you have to tell anyone what you know if they ask? So you can see the future, you can never tell anybody, or you can read people's minds, but if they ask you what they're thinking, if you know what they're thinking, you have to tell them.
Did you ask this last week?
I don't think so.
Do you have to read people's minds if you have the ability to? Can you choose not to?
Yeah, if you choose not to, you can not to.
I choose the second choice. I don't want to know the future.
Then you can't tell people what the future is.
Well, you couldn't anyways.
I don't want to know what the future
Why
is.
not?
You said that if I knew the future,
Right.
I couldn't tell anybody.
That's the rule. But I think it's a thing where if you break the rule, then you can't have the power anymore. I think it's like a.
What if you act on the rule?
You what?
What if you say like I didn't tell anybody, but I did something to prevent it, like?
That's fine.
Like a superhero.
Yeah.
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 Do that.
You want to see the future?
Yep.
Yeah, I would see the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. A 3-year-old decides what you eat forever, or a nun decides what movies or TV shows you watch.
None.
3-year-old.
You want a 3-year-old deciding what you're gonna eat.
Everything
I
you
mean,
eat.
does it have to be? It's gonna be food, right?
Yeah.
They're not gonna make
It's
you
not
eat a
gonna be
non-food
food.
No.
item.
No.
They
It has
will
to be-
definitely make you try some of their crayons.
It has to be edible. Yes, edible foods
Yeah.
only.
Crayons are edible.
They're not.
How do you know that?
Because they say so on the box.
They say non-toxic. It doesn't
Right.
say you can eat these.
Non-toxic. They know that because someone ate them.
Urine is, what is it called?
It's sterile.
It's sterile. Urine is sterile. You can put urine in your mouth.
Okay, what about food off the floor?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, food. Like digestible, edible things. The 3-year-old will tell you to eat it. You have to eat it. Or a nun decides what you watch on TV.
None.
A nun.
For sure.
A very conservative nun.
I feel like I can reason with a nun. I don't think you can reason with a 3-year-old.
That's a good point, actually. I didn't think about that.
Basically, everything on television is sexualized in some way. They're going to
That
tell
is
you
true.
you can watch like church services, and that's it.
No.
You might get a cool nun. You never know.
You could watch like
I'll
you
make
could
sure,
probably
yeah.
watch like Sesame Street.
I'll have a fun nun buddy.
Fun nun.
Fun nun.
The Fun Nun. Coming this fall on CBS. The Fun Nun.
She's a nun and I'm civilian. Together we make. What's the combination for a nun and a regular person?
The combination of a nun and
Nun-villian?
We're holy
a nun couple.
something.
The nun.
It's got to be holy something.
Well, no, it's got to be pun with the nun. It's got to pun with the nun.
Holy normies.
The nun couple. The odd nun couple. The weird nun. The nun and the nun. The nun and the other guy. 2.5 nuns. Yeah, something. A man, a nun, and a pizza place. What was I gonna do? Oh, I'm talking about No Man's Sky. Unless you got a funny thing.
Oh no, I was trying to think of something.
Yeah, just let me know and just pop in.
I'll let you know. Yeah.
No Man's Sky.
I feel like if I'm not listening to No Man's Sky talk, then nobody is because Carrie's checking out.
I will.
I don't even know if it's a game, a video game, or a show. Don't even know
video.
what it is.
It is a game video that you play with your controller. and he's already yawning. This is gonna go well. And she's yawning. It's two yawning people. No Man's Sky is like
None Man's Sky.
None Man's Sky.
Would she let me play that game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. There's no violence. There's no sexual things.
Violence. You kill things that attack you.
You can choose not to kill anything, actually. It's one of those games. You remember?
Make me play like a pacifist.
You remember Skyrim, where you were like, "Holy shit, I can see that mountain. I'm going to that mountain." That was one of the first games we've ever played that was like that, right? Basically.
Yeah, I see what you're talking
Ish.
about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zelda-ish maybe had stuff like that. Mario 64. Zelda, with the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, you always try to push the boundaries like, oh, that mountain has a small ledge.
Yeah.
And then it glitches you all the way to Bowser.
Well, yeah, but Skyrim was one of those first games where you're like, I can see that mountain, I'm going to go to that mountain. And this game is that next jump of like, holy shit, I can see that moon. I'm going to go to that moon.
Yeah. What I liked about Skyrim was that you get to the mountain and the views were incredible.
The views are incredible.
Well, I mean, that's another thing with No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I've seen people play it.
Yeah.
I haven't played it personally, but just the scenery every planet's different.
Yep.
Is it randomly generated?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yep, it is. Yeah, it's very cool that you can do like, you can get on the planet and you have like a terrain manipulator. So you go and you shoot straight down. You can go straight down basically like a mile if you wanted to. And it's, what was I going to say? Yeah, it's the views are incredible. I think the player base has done this thing where they're like, I don't want to have to like work for my rewards. Like the point of playing a game, right, is to get rewards and achievements and feel like you work towards them. Feel like you've earned
grinding.
You feel like you've earned whatever you've gotten, right? In this game, I was like, all right, I'm gonna settle down. I'm gonna get in my recliner. I'm gonna have a beer. I want to enjoy like a night of, maybe I won't even get off this planet the first night, whatever. I'll be fine with that. I'm off the planet in like 2 hours, and I'm like, all right, the spaceship's right there, and it's like repair the spaceship, put this plating in, and repair the fuselage, and put some fuel in. I was like, okay, I'll make some, and then it's like, here's how you make the fuel. Here's where the materials are. Go get it. And here's how you make it. And within like half an hour, I repaired the thing. Another hour, I'm off the planet. I don't know. I feel like this game very much. And then there's this thing where you go and you talk to this. You go to a space station, right? And there's aliens there. And the way the communication works is you have to talk to each person and be like, tell me a word, you tell me a word, you tell me a word, and you tell me a word. And then you gather enough words, and eventually you can understand what somebody's saying. And that was cool. And I was like, okay, I'll grind that out for a few days or a few weeks, whatever. But then I get to like this place called the Anomalous, which is like the hub for everyone. The game just like, they just got multiplayer, right? So everyone's now in the game together. Yeah. So the Anomalous is where everyone goes, the hub world for everybody. So I go there, and they're like, holy shit, you're blah, blah, blah. I've heard about you. Here's like 100,000 monies. Here's all of this money. Here's all these units. You get, what's it called, nanites you use to upgrade your shit. Here's all these nanites. Here's all this currency. And I'm like, I don't want all of this, man. I want to work for it. And then I turn around the corner, and there's a guy that's like, here's a translator for your fucking words. You don't have to do a word by word anymore. You can hear all the words.
You're getting all this stuff?
I'm getting all this stuff.
From other players?
No, from the NPCs.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
They're trying to catch you up?
Yeah. I don't like that.
So you should start over again and not go to the hub.
The Anomalous, but yeah, that's true. You can play it as you want, but I've been doing a lot of the main missions, which maybe is part of the problem. But I feel like it's that weird thing of like you and Andy fell off Destiny, right? Because the grind of gathering all the resources and making all the shit was too much.
I just got bored of it.
Yeah, it was very tedious to do all the stuff they did in the game, and I feel like they've sped up the treadmill. They sped up the grind a lot to bring in new players and make players happier.
Yeah,
but
especially since their launch was pretty terrible.
Same with No Man's Sky. I feel like
Oh, I was talking about No Man's Sky.
Yeah. Well, Destiny and No Man's Sky had a pretty bad launch.
I didn't mean to do that.
So I feel like they've gone in the other direction of like, you want to respect players' time, but I think they've gone too far in the other direction of, I want to sit down and I want to earn my the things I get.
Yeah. Well, there's money in that too.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just handed it out for free.
Yeah.
Or what? Or maybe because you bought
the update,
you bought like a full edition or something like that. Maybe they catch you up right away. Because I remember like I forget what online game was doing it. Maybe WoW. You could buy something that would make your character immediately go up to like level 80 or whatever the hell they're at now.
Yeah.
And maybe it's even Final Fantasy. I can't remember. One of those things. But yeah, it just completely takes the grind away, which I think is like the adventure. What about you? You think it's okay?
You know how men always say they don't understand women?
I mean,
I don't understand you. I do not. Like, you play these games because you feel a sense of accomplishment.
Yes,
like you've
that
done
is
something.
that is what it is.
You put effort in.
Yes. Yep.
I feel that in real life. Like, I clean my house. My house is looking good. I feel good because I put the hard work in to do that.
I'm on my lawn.
In real life.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that? Why wouldn't you just do that in real life?
Do you do 100% of everything you feel good about, like, in real life? I see you playing Yahtzee, but you feel good when you get that new set of die. Huh? I bet
What the fuck?
I bet you feel good
Nope.
when you beat that boss at the top of the tower that's been giving you hell for the last 24 hours.
It's not like, though, I'm not like putting hard work into it and like
I'm not putting it's a game.
effort and
Put
But
hard work in.
that's what I'm talking about. Is like the achievements that I'm getting right now. The thing I'm not accomplishing, but the material I'm getting from the game, I'm not earning it. So it's like I just started the game and now it's giving me upgrades. It's like, here,
Yeah,
have
it's like,
all.
here's some dice packs for you. I'm saying this because she plays the crap out of Yahtzee.
Oh.
And really, I feel like the biggest thing about
Yes.
a grind is
Yes.
it's not difficult. It's just time consuming. You consider all the amount of time that you put in a Yahtzee. I mean, it evens out. Like that's kind of. I mean, do you look back and like, oh my god, I hate myself for playing Yahtzee so much, or do you look back and be like, I like this game. This is fun. This is fun for me. And then you beat that boss that's been giving you hell, and you're like, yeah, I got him. That's a sense of accomplishment.
It is a sense of accomplishment.
it's really for me just a way of passing 5 minutes of time when I want to just sit and rest for a minute.
Yeah. And for me, this is just passing 14 hours a day.
Yeah. It starts out as 5 minutes, maybe.
You're comparing these two things. Like,
Yeah.
I play it for like 5 minutes here.
I think it's very tough.
5 minutes there.
Well, there's timers involved too when Yahtzee.
I play.
You can't continuously play the same guy over and over, can you? You have to wait a while.
If you lose.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you lose, so you got to wait, and then you come back.
But I only.
That's just the type of game. But I mean, if you had the chance to
I'm not
play this
gonna
guy until you beat him, would you do it?
No.
You sure?
Absolutely sure.
Would you give it maybe 2 or 3 shots instead
I
of
would
just
give
one?
it like maximum 10 minutes of my time.
I think it's very
It's
tough.
easy to say.
I think it's very tough to make an analogy to people who don't play video games to why you play video games. Or
I'm just showing her
Yeah.
the pathways there.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying to explain to people why people play games is very tough. Like,
Do you guys understand women?
no,
I do.
Do you?
You remember how long you played Dr. Mario with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And your sense of accomplishment was making me cry.
Yeah,
Yeah. You enjoyed that.
I did.
And we would play for longer than 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
So it's kind of like that.
Well, that was because I wanted to be
Establish
better at you
dominance,
than
yeah.
something.
Mhm. Yeah,
Because
you wanna
usually
establish
you're
dominance.
better at me than most like athletic things.
When you break it
and-
down to its core, it's just us wanting to be good at something, good at the video game, better than the other person that plays the video
Yeah.
game or something like that.
Yeah.
It's still a game.
Yeah. Let's do a couple more hypotheticals, then get out of here. You die, you're dead. You go up to heaven. Jesus is like, welcome to heaven, bruh. I think you like it here. I look forward to loving you unconditionally forever, blah, blah, blah. However, you can come here and be here, live with me, and do shit. And the guy says, you can go somewhere else if you want. And you're like, hell? And he's like, no, not hell, not certainly not hell. I would never send you to hell. Yeah. But you can go somewhere else that isn't here. It's another viable post-life option. About 18% of our potential residents go in that direction. And you say, what is this other place like? And Jesus says, I can't tell you. But if you like to go there, you can't come back here. You can't go to heaven. You only have 20 minutes to decide. You say, why 20? And Jesus says, because I'm fucking Jesus. So, do you go to heaven or do you go to somewhere else that he can't tell you what it is? It's not hell. He says, does he say? He says, no, it's not. He specifically says it is not hell.
Okay.
Why
it's not
wouldn't
heaven.
you go to heaven? Heaven is supposed to be everything you ever hoped and dreamed for.
Yeah, was he saying that I have a better place in heaven?
No.
He's
what
not
is this
telling you
place?
if it's better or worse. He's telling you nothing about this other place.
It's very
You can go to
opposite.
this other place, or you can go to heaven, where everything you ever hoped and dreamed for will come true.
Boy, that's your version of
And
heaven.
That's the Bible. I mean,
Your version, like the version of heaven, right? People's versions of heaven can differ from person to person. I
Sure.
guess.
I think the definition of heaven is like.
I mean, unless you're talking to Jesus, because then you're dealing with his heaven.
I mean, everybody's heaven is different, but everybody's heaven is what is their everything they want. I don't know.
People go there apparently. 18% people that go there.
May I?
So
Yeah,
go
sure.
ahead. Can I say something?
Can I say something?
Thank you for raising your hand.
Thank you. Thank you for calling on me. It's obviously a trap. Jesus, I'm on to you, dog. Check it. You can't go and say, do you want to go to heaven? Or I have this other place. Could be better, could be worse. You're interested. Because by saying you want to take the chance, because no one's going to say, I want to go somewhere worse than this. Right? You're assuming that it's better than heaven.
Yeah.
But then by saying there's a place better than heaven, you are, I imagine, Bible rules.
Yep.
Committing a sin.
Bible rules.
And he's like, ha, joke's on you. There's no better place in heaven. You greedy bastard. You wanted more. Your soul's tainted. You're going to hell.
Yeah.
It's a trick.
He's
picking heaven.
Jesus is offering the ultimate loot box. That's right. You open this box, it could be anything.
Sure.
Right. Speaking of loot boxes, you see NBA 2K20? What
Yeah.
they have in there? Like actual casino?
Oh my God. So many people. Oh my God.
Are mad. I mean, they should be mad. It's like, don't put an actual casino in a game when there's controversy of loot boxes going out there right now.
They got to get that shit under control.
Somebody sat down and was like, hey man, we got to put some money in this game. Put some in like a loot box. And he's like, fuck you, boss. I'll put a fucking casino, actual slot machine. They're putting slot machines in a video game. Like literally a slot machine.
Which video game was it? NBA?
NBA.
It's basically almost every game these days.
But this is... casinos have nothing to do with the NBA.
No, you're right. Yeah, they're trying to make a mini game out of like that. Yeah, it's terrible.
Pick a card.
It's
Any
bad
card.
stuff.
I have an NBA question for you.
Sure.
It's multiple choice.
Cool.
All right, I'll do this. Which NBA player has had the most game-winning shots ever?
Game-winning shots ever.
Do you want to hear the choices?
Yes.
Sure.
LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan.
So you're saying game-winning, not post-game, not playoffs, not championships, just games in general?
Any game ever. Any game-winning shot means
It's tough because they might not
that it was
count
tied
playoffs.
or it was.
Well,
you
no,
know,
she said all games.
The game,
all time.
the shot
Any
that
games.
won the game, not the it's not just this doesn't happen just any game. It's a game that's very close up until the very last moment, and they shoot something at the buzzer and it goes in, so they win in the last second of the game.
I'll just say Jordan. Could be
Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Jordan, Bird, you're both wrong.
LeBron.
Kobe.
LeBron.
Good for him.
Thought she was throwing. Cause you don't throw the first one out.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
She reverse psychology me. I like answering multiple choice questions when people, because there's a pattern to how they do it. C is typically the correct answer, and then A is the one that they want to like.
That's
lure
why I
you
put
in
Larry
with.
Bird there, because you would think I know that because it's Larry Bird, so that I knew you were going to pick Larry Bird.
Just answer C for everything all the time.
Yeah. Yep.
You have a 25% chance of winning.
Man, that's got to be something for the LeBron haters out there. He's not clutch.
Yeah.
Go ahead with your question.
You work in an office. Generally, you are popular with your coworkers. However, you discover that there are currently 2 rumors circulating the office gossip mill, and both involve you. The first rumor is that you got drunk at the office holiday party and had sex with one of your married coworkers. This rumor is completely true, but most people don't believe it. The second rumor is that you have been stealing hundreds of dollars of office supplies and then selling them to cover a gambling debt. This rumor is completely false, but virtually everyone assumes it is factual. Which of these 2 rumors is more troubling to you?
What was the second one?
You're stealing hundreds of dollars of office supplies and selling them to cover a gambling debt.
Which is worse? Probably that one. One's illegal.
Yeah.
That was my thought.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. Okay.
I don't think anyone would actually believe that I was sleeping with one of my coworkers. I think they probably believe the other one more than sleeping with. I only work with, like, I'm up to 4 men and like
Did not identify a gender
45
here.
women.
You and if
could
you
be
stole
sleeping with a woman.
if you stole supplies from the place you work at, that's not going to pay off any debt whatsoever.
True.
Still enough of them.
Eventually. Now, you on the other hand.
Me on the other hand. Ah ha ha. Joe Sixpack. You are placed in the You are placed in the unenviable position of having to compete for the right to stay alive. You will be matched against a person of your own gender in a series of 5 events: an 800-meter run, a game of Scrabble, and a 3-round boxing match. Oh, there's more. A debate over the legalization of late-term abortion, scored and officiated by reputable. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Should I start that paragraph over? Probably
No.
lost you.
Keep going.
Please don't start over.
Scored and officiated by reputable collegiate judges and the math portion of the SATs. That's a lot of stuff. I feel like I need to go through that again. In order to survive, you must win at least 3 of these events. Your opponent will be playing for his or her life as well. However, you kind of get to pick your opponent. You can either A, compete against a person selected at random, or B, compete against someone who is exactly like you. If selected at random, the individual could be of any age or skill level. He, she might be an infant with Down syndrome, but this person might also be an academic All-American linebacker from Notre Dame. If you pick the average human, that's quotations, he, she will be precisely your age and will have an identical level of education. The person will be a perfect cross-section of your particular demographic. He, she will be of average height and of average weight with a standard IQ and the most normative life experience imaginable. Plain Jane. So whom do you select? Or perhaps more accurately, do you feel that you are better than an average version of yourself?
Yes. I have to select somebody to compete against one of those 4 options?
Yeah.
And I can pick one?
I'd choose random.
Wait, well, I'm picking my competitor or I'm picking the competition?
You're picking the competitor. You have to win
3 out of those
Yeah, 3
competitions.
of the 5 events.
And it was, say the competition again?
Ah, you did want me to say it again.
Yeah.
An 800-meter run,
Yep.
a game of Scrabble, a 3-round boxing match, a debate over the legalization of late-term abortion. Scored and officiated by reputable collegiate judges and the math portion of the SAT.
So it was boxing match, Scrabble,
800-meter run.
And the debate.
Yeah. Legalization of late-term abortion.
And so it's...
There's something wrong. I can't say that.
What? So the person...
And the math portion of the SAT.
That's 5 things.
Yeah.
You have to win 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. And I can pick...
So you're doing all 5.
And what am I picking as far as competitor?
You're picking someone exactly like you to compete against, or you're picking at random?
Random, I mean...
If selected at random, it could be a child with Down syndrome or an All-American pro linebacker.
No, I'm taking random because I don't... What do you mean somebody like a clone? Are we talking a clone of me?
Yeah,
or
you're talking... No, not a clone, but a person who is the
like
same
me.
exact age. Life experiences,
What it's also saying...
IQ... Everything's
it's
the same.
also saying, do you think you're a better version? Do you think that you currently are a below average version of who you could be?
Yes. So, I would take a random person because you're talking a baby. It could be a baby, right?
It could be a baby,
Could
or
be a
it could
baby.
be a fucking giant.
There's more...
Genius giant.
I think if I take a scatter shot of... Wait, the world or the country?
The world.
The world.
Anything.
The scatter shot.
Randomly generated
The random person in the world is going to be way more likely to be a baby or an old person with dementia. A baby can't talk.
No. It's not picking from the population of the world. It's picking from infinity combination.
Huh?
It's picking.
What?
It's not picking like a person on the world. It's picking like if you press random on a create a wrestler thing, you're not gonna. It's gonna be something like that. It's like
it's
a
not
short dude.
It's not a real person.
No, it's not. It's
didn't
just a
realize that.
randomly generated
Right.
person. Could be a monster. Could be a baby. But it's not anything like out of the 5 million people, you're gonna have to play one of these dudes.
Right.
Which I mean, no one's really the same, anyways. But
What do you say?
I'm so confused. You just really confused me, and I totally understood it before you just said all that.
I don't know how I confused you. I thought it was very clear.
The first thing, what she thought was it's somebody that's living right now. Well, you said it's somebody
No.
that's being created in a lab.
Yeah, it's just a randomly generated human. That's all.
Can you
What's
read it
the
again?
difference? Like,
I don't know the difference.
I mean,
There's
like I
7
just
billion.
said, there was really no difference.
Yeah, there is no
in the-
difference.
The distinction,
Okay.
but it's not just like picking somebody from the world. Like
Right
it's
now.
just genetically like throw a bunch of shit against the wall, and that's the human that you're gonna play.
Okay, so it's the same. It's the same idea.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say?
Did you answer?
Yes, I did.
You took the
random.
I'd compete against an average version of myself.
You think you can beat somebody like you
easily
in a dash at Scrabble, in a debate? In a debate, you can beat yourself in a debate about
Yeah.
abortion.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on abortion?
Actually, no,
Late-
we agree.
You would. You can't agree.
We
Wait,
would.
what is the winning condition of a debate?
You have to get the person to agree with you.
no, there's a person that judges it.
Oh yeah,
You have
yeah.
to
There,
win the
there was
debate.
the scored and officiated by reputable college.
Yeah, you have to win the
collegiate
debate.
judges.
You have to win the debate.
Something I
Win a
can't say.
you can win a dash against yourself, 100-yard.
Yeah.
100-yard dash.
Yeah. Average version of myself.
You can beat yourself in a boxing competition.
Yes, average version of myself. I can beat.
And there was something else. There's a fifth one.
Math.
Math. You can beat yourself in math. Yeah. You can beat. So what do you think, Ari? Yourself or
No, I would
random?
choose random, and
No,
I think
I've won 3 of those.
I wouldn't want to seem egotistical, but I think I'm more intelligent than the average person. And I think I'm more athletic than the average person. Somebody that's just like me, I feel like it's somebody who has the same level of education and same life experiences. I think that's a big gamble.
Yeah,
But if I pick at random, I think there's a better chance of me getting matched up with somebody dumber than me.
There's a better. You know what you're getting if you match with somebody like you, right?
There's no. How do you mean? There's a better chance?
Because you know what you're getting with somebody like you.
Yeah.
So if somebody walks in right now, and they're like you know what they're going to be like, right? But as opposed to rolling the dice,
An average version of myself walks through that door.
you know you can beat somebody like you.
Yes, I know I can beat myself. Average version of myself.
Isn't there a better chance of rolling the dice and getting an old person or
No.
a baby?
No. It's an
right.
infinite.
Right.
The
With
possibility is infinite.
With the infinite possibilities, I feel like you have a much better chance of getting
Yeah,
a
because you're way more athletic than the average person, and you're smarter than the average
Yeah.
person, so
Yeah.
you would win.
Yeah.
I mean, the chances are better that you would beat somebody that is an old person or
See,
a young
This
person.
is a weird thing for me to understand from you guys because
Why?
you guys are saying you cannot beat an average version of yourself. That means you guys think you are below average
not-
versions of yourself.
No, that's not what I'm really
That is
saying.
absolutely what you're saying.
Somebody like
I'm
me.
saying the chances are better of me winning if I pick at random.
I think you're thinking from a competition standpoint. I'm thinking of a dice roll standpoint of my competitor. I have a very good chance of getting a competitor that I'm going to have to compete against, right? Of them being disabled, basically. I have a really good chance of.
You have a really good chance.
I'm
of someone
not understanding
being
it the
jacked.
same way as you.
No.
You're not playing against yourself. You're playing against somebody that is similar to you. You're playing against, like I would be playing against a 33-year-old woman, white woman, with a master's degree, with, similar life experiences.
Yep. So you know what you're getting in that situation. That's a really good
And a
competition.
33-year-old woman with a master's degree could be smarter than me, could be faster than me.
Yeah.
But if I pick at random, there's a good chance I'm going to get, somebody really old, somebody really young, somebody stupid, or somebody not not athletically inclined.
Right. Right.
The chances are better.
The question again, and I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because it says if you pick the average human, they will be precisely your age, have an identical level of education. Yep. Basically, you are the same person.
Yep.
But the bottom says, do you feel that you are a better than average version of yourself? The question here is, at least the way they describe it at the end, because you can't be a better than average version of yourself because whoever you get is going to be the same as you.
Yeah.
So there's no, you can't be better at something than the, yeah, this question's flawed. If I had to, okay, all right. If I'm answering this question at the bottom, do you feel that you are a better than average version of yourself? Absolutely. If you took me at an average level and then let me play against them, I'd win.
Okay.
However, if I'm taking the person where they are identical levels of education, age, strength, blah, 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 then yeah, I feel like, yes, you would take the random person.
Yeah.
It's asking two different questions. I was answering that question.
Yeah, it is. It's confusing.
Yeah. All right. We do one more. This is a very quick one. At long last, someone invented the Dream VCR. It allows you to record your dreams. You can watch your dreams as much as you want. There's a caveat. You have to watch them with your family and your closest friends at the same time. Would you get this VCR?
For what?
To record your dreams.
Yeah. You can watch your dreams.
No.
All of them, all the time, whenever you want.
No.
You don't have to watch them.
No.
Your dreams get recorded, but
Nope.
you don't have to watch them.
Nope.
Okay, Carrie.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
see my dream. I have crazy dreams. I want to
Yeah.
see them. I want to be able to remember them. I wish sometimes I'll remember them a little bit when I first wake up, and if I really think about them and replay them in my head right away, I can remember them enough to tell him about them.
Yeah.
But most of the time I wake up and I'm like, I know something crazy or something really cool happened in that dream, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I actually would like to watch your dreams and figure out where I am in most of them, because usually I'm non-existent.
He's not jealous in real life.
Also
He's
the children.
jealous in my dream.
Children
in my
aren't there
dream
either.
version.
You're not there? What do you mean you're not there?
I'm not there. I
I
don't know.
have
You ask
dreams
her.
where he just doesn't exist. Like
Or the
he
children.
doesn't
Oh.
exist. I don't have kids. I'm
Oh.
living in some, I don't have a husband. I don't have children.
I thought you meant in your dreams.
And he's jealous
You're
of
watching your
that.
dreams without you in them.
Hmm.
Okay.
He's jealous
Yeah.
because I don't control my dreams enough to put him in there with me.
So it's really the psychological level. It's showing what she really wants, and I'm just not in it. So
Are you that guy that's like, oh, you cheated on me in your dream? Fuck you.
no. She's always talking about how she's banging Jim from the office or something crazy.
I've never said that.
All right, well, paraphrasing.
They were dating.
Using hyperbole for effect.
Yeah.
Can we go
Yeah.
back real quick?
Okay.
Could you be an average version of yourself?
I don't know what that means, really.
Take you at most average.
I feel like I am the average version of myself.
You think so?
I think so. Do you think I'm the average version of
This
myself?
is a weird. I don't really know how to answer this question. You are
No, no, no,
yourself.
okay,
There's
say-
no
let's
more
say average.
versions of yourself.
Okay.
What do you
we
mean
won't say
average?
average. Could you beat yourself at your prime?
No. Right now? No. At running, no. At Scrabble, maybe. At math, maybe. Boxing, no. Physical stuff, no. Wasn't the 3 out of the 5 mental stuff?
A debate.
Debate, math, and Scrabble. So yes.
Math, Scrabble.
Yes.
Boxing.
Yes.
match.
Yes. 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 Yes.
You could beat yourself in
The-
intelligence.
The mental gymnastics, yes.
Okay.
Yes. You?
Old Damien would win a race in a boxing match.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
It's not looking good for me. No, I would the only thing I might win at now would be Scrabble, probably. Maybe the debate, but I definitely lose at running. I definitely lose at boxing, and I used to know way more math than I do now.
What if it was a one-on-one basketball match?
Oh, I would lose.
I'd win. I'd
Completely.
body my old self.
I've declined. So like my peak was like a long time ago.
I'd win the race. I'd win Scrabble because it ended violence.
You would win against a 19-year-old yourself.
Yeah. I'm much faster.
See, it's not fair. Men reach their peak later than women.
19-year-old me was weak, feeble.
19-year-old
yes.
him was
I mean,
tiny.
yes. Boxing match, maybe. I'm saying you could outrun yourself.
Yes, okay.
A sprint.
Easily. 19-year-old me was still learning to cope with asthma.
Oh, I keep forgetting about your ethnic shit. Yeah. Okay.
Their 3-year-old me understands and also am faster. Math,
but
I think it's a wash. We'd both suck. He'd probably win.
It's a sprint, though. It's not a marathon. The race, it's a sprint. It's not a marathon. So does asthma affect you when you're doing sprints?
I mean, it depends on the sprint. Oh, it was 800. I'm not
Did it
really
say 800?
sure
I
how
thought it was like
800
100
meter.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Oh, how long is that? That's
it's a long race.
100 meters is
Football field?
300 feet.
Isn't 800 meter dash was the 4 rotations around the track? How long is the track?
You go around the track 4 times, and
mile
it's a
is
mile,
like
right?
6 or something.
No, I thought it was 4.
Maybe.
I
don't know.
Anywho, I think we did it.
New me can kick old me's ass.
You could box I know you could box yourself.
That actually might be tough.
Would
Old
it?
me did kickboxing. I might have
Okay.
lost a step. My
Could you-
flexibility is
Depends
not
on
what
the
it.
age we're
If I
talking
catch him
about.
good,
You see, yeah, I don't know what average means. Like, what is average? Average what? Height, weight, speed?
average you just what you feel how in the last 33 years of your life.
What's the best version of me?
More like what's the most average? If I was the best, then I'd say prime.
Because it's not prime. And then what's your?
I feel like your prime would be when you feel like you're the best, not like any number anyone says that you're supposed to be the best.
Yes.
Like Carrie's like, oh yeah, guys reach their prime later on in life. Do you feel like you've reached your prime later
no.
on in life?
Unless
Yeah,
we're
so-
talking about sexually.
Still winning that.
Men grow into their wrinkles. Men get grizzled. Women don't get grizzled. I mean, grizzled woman is not great. Grizzled man is pretty good. So I can understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Right? Men age better, you're saying, right?
No, that's actually not. But I do agree with. I do think that the standards are easier on men. Women have higher expectations of put on them.
So would you
for
say
how
you're
they
an
look.
average version of yourself right now?
Yes.
Okay, so you're basically fighting yourself right now because you win that.
Yep. Oh, can I win?
How can you answer that? You are exactly the same as you are this moment.
That's the
are
question
you going
it
to
asked.
win?
It kind of just
That's
like
a stupid question.
I don't know. I threw it at you.
I don't want to answer it.
I feel like
If you are exactly the same as you are right now,
yeah, I feel like Damien
could you
would be,
beat yourself?
Would be
How could you
versus
beat
himself
yourself?
right
You'd be
now.
doing exactly the same thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. With the first part of that question before they added that
I have
second
a
question.
headache.
That's how Carrie would get out of her competition.
And with that, I've been Damien.
Dion. That's the most average version of Carrie right there.
Love you.